How are you guys doing? Let's get into it. Hey, took the kids. We went and saw Predator Badlands after eating at Firebird, that's a funny story, but my kids love that restaurant now, and I tried to get them go for a while. But we went and saw Predator Badlands. My daughter is a huge Predator fan, and she loves all of them. This was actually a very good movie. I know people talk about it was woke, people didn't like it, and you're going to have people hate on it. The movie was good. We finally got our second time going to Yautcha Prime, and you got to see a different dynamic. The Predator, the antagonist, survives, which I'm going to say this. The Predator, I know, is considered horror, sci-fi, in either one of those genres. But the Predator is not a horror character. It's really an action hero character wrapped up in an alien from another planet that kicks ass. And there really has not been one movie the Predator has been in that is bad except the Alien versus Predator 2 Requiem. That's the only one. And Wolf is such a badass. I would love to see a prequel movie just with Wolf, with some of his crazy hunt and how he grew to be what he was. But this was actually a good movie. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. This was a great movie, had a great story, had a great, got some action behind me here. I'm so sorry for the interruption. Had some weirdos behind me, and I didn't know if I needed to see what was going on, and I had to pay attention to make sure I didn't see anything come out of their hands so I can know what I need to do. I'm sorry about that. Obviously, I don't really film in-house no more. When I do move, I will get back to having a better studio and a better area to film, but that's neither here or there. But I had to just make sure that wasn't going to go sideways. I don't know what they were doing. They bagged up and stopped, pulled back, and then they pulled off for no reason. They could have kept going. If a person's sitting in their car in their yard, it's none of your business. So that's why I say that. But back to the movie, I do think people will hate the movie, but it's really good. And it goes into the story of Dak being the run of the litter. And I know from the kind of the prequel comic or some of the other things before this movie, Dak was sent on a mission by his dad and he failed. And so he entrusted in Quay to kill Dak. But Quay didn't do it because Dak saved his life. And then that's when the father comes and finds them, and he's wondering, why is Dak still alive? Which, again, if you really pay attention from the jump, when Dak taps the shoulder, he put something on his shoulder. He already knew what was going to happen. So he already had it planned. He had the autopilot set. I really think Quay thought he can get Dak off the planet before his dad come, but he already had in his mind, hey, let me make sure. So that's why he's able to press the buttons on his hand and, send the ship off and lock his brother in there because he knew what was going to happen. But he was hoping he can get him away and he would come back with the Callisto. And obviously he came back with, I think, Tesla's head or whatever. And it's a pretty good movie. The entire movie was good because Dak was sent to this world. And I'm trying to think of the name, but I forgot now. But he was sent to this planet, and predators couldn't survive on the planet. Like seasoned yautcha have died trying to hunt the Callisto, and it's simply because the Callisto could regenerate. And more than Wolverine, like this thing literally got his head cut out, and it just snapped, and it just pulls itself back together. And it laughs because it can regenerate. So this is not only an apex predator on gun, whatever, I can't think of the name right now. It's probably one of the apex animals or predators in other universes because of that ability. It's big, strong, powerful, tough, and fast, and it regenerates. So obviously Weyland Yutani wanted that. But I thought the movie had a lot of heart, a lot of love, because Dak had to grow up. He lost his brother. His dad don't want him. he realizes that, because if you go back to the start of the movie, when he sees his dad, he cuts his hand as a show of respect. His dad didn't get, he's just, why is he still here? Because he runs the clan and he wanted him gone because he's the run. But you have to also keep in context that Deck failed before, so his father gave him chances. And it just so happened that he ultimately had to grow from this chance, and the movie was good. Everything was good about the movie. I wish Deck would have went back to his mask at the start, but maybe I'm thinking he dropped that outside of the spaceship because he does have a mask on, a biomask. But I thought the movie was very good. The CGI, the graphics, the storytelling, and this actually ties into Alien Earth. It ties into all the Alien movies, which I'm gonna go over that in another video. But this movie really was brilliant. It really was good. And I liked the entirety of it from start to finish. The ending was perfect. And once that kind of figures out about Bud and he figures out about Thea, it's a great movie. So like I said, I give it a 9 out of 10. And this movie to me is probably on par with the first Predator. It's on par with Predators. I mean, it's really good because when you get to the second movie, you get the Xenomorph skull, and then you get the first look at a clan that comes and retrieves the fallen soldier. The yautcha that died, you get a look at multiple Xenomorph, and you see an elder. And then in Predators, we dealt with 3. And then obviously in Alien versus Predator at the end, we see multiple Predators. So we finally starting to see more about the yautcha, and this is very good. And in the end, obviously said that's his mother, which is very important. But I like the movie. I hope y'all have not, if you have not seen it, please go see it. It's a very awesome movie. My kids loved it. And as far as this year, I would say this is right on par with F1. So these are very good movies. So you got to go see it. But I'm going to say this before I get out. Be good. Be great. Tell the people that love you, you love them. Love your life. Cherish your life. Appreciate people you're around. Because every day, via social media of the world, people are dying from gunshots, stabbings, crazy things go on. People are dying from disease and old age and sickness, accidents. So enjoy your breath in your lungs, life in your body. Enjoy the people around you. Be thankful, be grateful. Appreciate what God's giving you. And it'll be all good. I'll catch y'all next time. Love you.